Hello and welcome. Today, we are discussing an important topic related to taxation in India, that is tax deducted at source or TDS, with a special focus on how it applies on the sale of immovable property by non-resident Indians or NRIs. Before diving into our main topic, let's start by understanding what TDS is. TDS, that is tax deducted at source, is a tax collection process of the Government of India to collect tax at source of income. Under this system, a specific percentage is deducted when the payer makes the payment. And then, this deducted amount is paid to the government within the due date. TDS applies to various transactions such as salary, brokerage, commission, rent payment, professional fees, etc. Our focus is TDS on sale of property by NRI seller. Please note, the actual tax liability on the sale of an immovable property will depend on the capital gain that the NRI seller calculates when filing their tax return. If the actual capital gain results in a lower tax amount, the seller can claim a refund for any excess TDS. The Income Tax Department introduced TDS to ensure that taxpayers file their returns and accurately report their income. Now, let's zoom in on Section 195, which governs the TDS on payments made to non-residents. When an NRI sells immovable property in India, Section 195 of TDS comes into play. Under Section 195, if an NRI sells immovable property in India, the buyer must deduct TDS. The rates are generally higher than those for residents. TDS rates are 20% for long-term capital gains, that is for if property held for more than 2 years. 15% for short-term capital gains, that is for property held for 2 years or less. Plus applicable surcharge and cess. Surcharge rate is 10% surcharge on income exceeding 50 lakhs rupees but up to 1 crore rupees. 15% surcharge on income exceeding 1 crore rupees. Education cess rate is 4% on tax plus surcharge. However, NRIs should know that the TDS is deducted on the entire sale consideration, not just on the capital gains. But there are ways to reduce this burden, like getting a lower TDS deduction certificate from the Income Tax Department based on the net tax liability. Now, let's talk about the consequences of not filing TDS returns. Deducting, depositing and giving TDS certificate to NRI seller is buyer's responsibility. If TDS is deducted but not deposited with the government, or TDS returns are not filed, it can lead to significant penalties. The penalty for late filing of TDS returns can be 200 rupee per day until the return is filed, subject to a maximum of the TDS amount. Additionally, there could be interest charges of 1.5% per month or part of a month from the date the tax was deducted to the actual date of payment. In severe cases, there can even be prosecution for non-compliance, leading to a fine or imprisonment. Understanding TDS is crucial to staying compliant and optimizing your tax liability. Remember, informed decisions today can lead to better financial outcomes tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others and stay tuned for more financial insights. You can write your questions to us at info@nricaservices.com or call WhatsApp directly to us at +919910075924.